one of the things we haven't unpacked is your journey with regards to the arts. Because when you go online, the first thing you see is artist, and then cultural activist. Is that the term?
That's somebody's term.
That's somebody's term. They put culture. I was like, okay, all right. Let me maybe dig a little deeper. Dig a little deeper.
Right.
So tell me about your art and your activism.
Well, maybe start with the activism, because
Yes.
I think that when you are part of and constantly visible as part of a community that is pushing or advocating for the arts,
Yes.
then I suppose some people label that activism. But that's not a label that I would put on myself. I'd say that I'm somebody who's a passionate advocate for the arts. Because I think activists, sometimes people think that
It has a negative connotation.
you're intentionally adversarial. And no, we're always looking for collaboration and trying to see how we can work together to sort of advance the interests of the sector.
And then Joy the Artist?
But Joy the Artist is, yes.
Do you have like a song out? Do you have like is there like a track?
So what's my latest one that I'm going to drop like tonight at such and such? No, so no.
I like how you say no. No, I don't. Yeah. Uh-huh.
No, so I think one has been in administration for so long now, in management and advocacy, but of course still very much interested and dreaming that maybe one day I'll sing a song.
Really?
Again, maybe. Let's see.
You have a singing voice?
Well, I did.
Oh.
Many years ago. Many years ago.
You know a lady by the name of Liz Ogumbo?
Yes.
Oh, you know her?
Yes, I know Liz.
She would let you up on stage when she was doing one or two. She would call you up. Yeah. You'd have a 2-3 minute set, something with her.
That's right,
Next
that's
time
right,
Liz is
that's
performing something,
I'll tell you what.
Together.
I will only do it in the interest of fundraising. And for every note that one sings, maybe we put 1 million shillings on it.
Kenya shillings. Oh, are we talking
shillings.
Tanzania, Uganda?
Kenya shillings? Because we're trying to raise a lot of money to build this GoDown.
So tell me about the fact that now it's been a few years since the GoDown's been active, especially just before COVID, you'd planned to go into renovation.
That's right.
What spurred the renovation and what were you trying to achieve once renovated, and where are you in the process?
Yeah, I think we've also been looking at the trajectory of the institution itself, not just the sector. So what happens with organizations that start off as donor-funded organizations? What is their life cycle? And for us, the life cycle was to begin to be locally rooted and to be an institution that belongs to Kenyans, recognized by Kenyans, supported by Kenyans. So this scale-up is really GoDown 2.0, moving from a renovated warehouse into a new build, absolute new build of cultural infrastructure for the city of Nairobi, for the nation of Kenya, for the region of East Africa, that sort of says we are present as East Africans, as Kenyans, as Nairobians with our creativity. And this space, this institution, in its brick and mortar reflects that presence. So that's a scale up that we're doing. So it's not just a refurbishment, it's actually 4 floors of creative spaces arranged around 3 courtyards with a tower that emerges from these 4 floors. That's 8 floors, with a street that is also being renovated to become part of this synergistic creative public space that supports creativity, that invites people, that's accessible. That's what we're doing.
I am blown away and completely flabbergasted. But the first thing you said is no longer donor funded?
That's where we're trying to get to. Absolutely. Kenyans have got to support Kenyans. Becoming independent is that.
Okay.
So in the journey of Kenyan independence, and this is 60 years of Kenyan independence, we're saying we've hit a milestone. And let's flip that narrative, that while it's great to be able to have the support, it's an impetus as far as we're concerned. It's a stimulus as far as we're concerned, that that you've got donor partners, and we still need them. Because of course the Kenyan space has got to grow in terms of its own philanthropy and its investments in things like this. But we need to flip this, and that's what we're trying to do.
I love what you said, and it sounds like it's going to be a first of its kind, not just for Kenya, but for the region as a whole. So how did you benchmark, conceptualize? You thought, okay, I went to X, and I visited Y, or I picked from A and B and put C together. How did the 2.0 GoDown Art Center visualization come to pass?
Well, I tell you, 2.0 just went into the mtaa. It went into the neighborhoods. 2.0 went into Mathare. 2.0 went to Mukuru.
Yes.
2.0 went to Langata. 2.0 went to Muthaiga.
Yes.
2.0 went to Kileleshwa and Kilimani. 2.0 went around the city to find itself. So it didn't go outside. It went inside.
One thing that really struck me about our earlier conversation when I was trying to set up this interview is your eloquence and your poise. Then I went on to the GoDown digital.
Right.
I was like, yo, ninyi munataka I was like, all right, okay. So, I'll try to put one and two together and see Joy Mboya, who I thought I knew, right? Whose background I thought I understood.
Right.
Yeah. And then this Demiamta, for lack of a better. I'm thinking about Faith Kibati, as I say, Demiamta. Anyway, the point is, how are you able to do we just not know you at all? Because just unpack that for me. Because,
probably.
Yeah.
I think people don't know each other.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of assumptions around who people are.
I didn't know you knew Mukuru. That shocked me.
Well, look, Mukuru is our neighbor. So those are the artists that we relate to right away. South B is our neighbor.
Yes.
But a number of years ago, we sort of said, how do we bring Nairobians into this story of the GoDown?
Mm-hmm.
And we started a festival called Naini Hu. And that festival was a festival of going into the neighborhoods and having residents in all of these neighborhoods celebrate themselves and project and show their own creativity. And that's how we then created a community or a framework that enabled us to sort of say, how do we build a new GoDown? And the new GoDown has got to be built through those visions, those aspirations of the people in whose midst we sit. Yeah.
Absolutely love it. I'll be back with Joy Mboya, founding executive director of the GoDown Arts Center. We're going to be talking money. Money for me, money for you, money for everybody.